Hello everyone, thank you for being in my presentation. I'm presenting this presentation for Autonomous System Initiative. This is Ali Lotfi. The topic of my presentation is measurement of cold climate NOx emission of a light-duty GDI engine vehicle using PEMS in real-world driving conditions. In the beginning, I will give you an introduction to my research. As you know, Canadian cities are facing air pollution challenges with respect to nitrogen dioxide and particles, which are harmful components for human health and air pollution. Most Canadian cities are located in a region that are known as cold climate and has extreme cold seasons in the winter. Unfortunately, the engine calibration is not done for extreme cold condition and cold temperature which these cities are located. And the lowest vehicle testing temperature is at -7 degrees C. So the recent technologies, including vehicle-to-infrastructure instruments and using the autonomous vehicles, gives us an opportunity to have a better sense of view about the emission of all connected vehicles that are driven in the same route, in the same condition, and gives us an information and opportunity to collect data in different driving conditions of these connected vehicles. The method that I'm using for collecting data of the emission of the vehicles is called PEMS. It is a portable emission measurement system, which is using devices that are light enough to be carried behind the vehicle and measuring the emission as the vehicle is driving through a route and designated area, and collecting data in an exact condition that is that the vehicle is working on. I provide the experimental setup here of my research. I had the Toyota Highlander, the GDI engine vehicle. I had two different emission sensors, which got the sample of the emission from the tape line of the vehicle. The first one was NOx sensor, which collecting the NOx, nitrogen dioxide gas, information, and the other one is CPC, which is condensational particle counter, which measures the particle number. Actually, to have information about the speed and the location, I implemented this car was implemented with GPS, and to have the engine data, we used the ECU reader, OBD2 reader, which was connected to cell phone and got the data from the engine. Here I show some results of my research. Basically, I focused on cold and warm temperature results, which can be seen in the blue and red lines here. The blue one was the test that has been done in -14, and the red one is for -4. And you see a huge difference between the cold emission, the cold temperature emission test at -14 and the warm one at +4 and +16 for both NOx and PN emission. It should be mentioned that the route and the driving cycle for all these tests were same. The route here is shown in a red line, which was around the University of Alberta campus. And in each plot, we see the driving cycle for both tests in NOx and the PN. So you see that the driving cycle condition was the same as well. To have a better view of this, the impact of cold temperature on the NOx and PN emission, you see these two plots, which is provided the cumulative NOx and PN data for two different temperatures, the cold one in blue line and the red one in warm temperature. So you see the extreme difference between the cold and warm emission data. Actually, to satisfy the repeatability, I provide the bar charts with the error bars, and also in the black line, it is tier to exhaust emission standard. So you see for the NOx and PN, at the warm temperature, this vehicle satisfies the standards. But for the cold temperature, according to the repeatability of the tests, it exceeds this regulation and doesn't satisfy it, although it was satisfying it in warm temperature. So the important conclusion of this research is that for the cities that are experiencing cold winter, cold temperature, we need a special regulation for the emission, because the regulation that we have is not working for the cold temperature, and we need a separate one for the cold climate condition. Thank you so much for being in my presentation.